Today I wanted to take a closer look at the Portal Master powers. This is what you are upgrading when you collect Stardust in the game. This is what you get from the stars that you collect throughout each level for completing the Land Star, Sea Star, Sky Star. It becomes Stardust, and that upgrades your Portal Master rank. Each time you upgrade another level, you unlock a new power. And there are a large variety of powers because, as you can see, I've maxed out at level 75. Portal Master rank 75 is as high as it goes in SuperChargers. And in the Portal Master menu here, this is just from the main menu. You go to Portal Master. You can check out your powers. And we'll try not to spoil too much here. So go back all the way down to Portal Master rank 1. So as you can see, you have access to all of these powers later on because you can actually change your selections. So you don't have to feel bad if you made a bad decision the first time through. You can always come back and change it later. So you start out at level 1, so they don't give you power for level 1, but it explains what Portal Master powers are. So you earn stars to collect Stardust to increase your Portal Master rank. When your rank increases, you get powers, so on and so forth. And yes, you can also change your powers at any time that you're in the academy. So when you get up to level 2, you don't actually get a choice. You just get a little bit of extra XP. Level 3, same idea, just get a little more gold. Level 4 is where you start to make some choices. So you can either go for more XP or more gold. In this game, I haven't really had a problem getting much of either. I went for XP right away to try to level up some of my characters. Now, I might want to switch it over to gold. I don't know. Just saying, that's something you can do. So level 5, we're looking at more racing gold or racing gear bits. So this is just when you are not in the story mode, but when you're in the racing mode. And when you win a race or place first, second, or third, I think you still get something. Whether you want to get more gold or more gear bits. You usually get a few of each. In my opinion, gear bits are generally harder to come by than gold, so I always opt for the gear bits over the gold. Level 6, you just get the flame shield. This is something that will help a fire Skylander when you're in a fire zone once per level. 7 is the same as 5. You see here, 5 racing gear bits, racing gold. So you can choose the opposite of what you chose before, or you can choose to double up on whatever you chose the first time, like I did. Level 8, Bane of Trolls or Bane of Undead. It gives you extra damage against these types of enemies when you're fighting them, either trolls or undead. So there's a lot of these elemental abilities. In this case, you can just look at the element shield. So this is going to be for air or earth. When you're using a Skylander of that type in one of their zones, where Eon would say Skylanders of the earth element are stronger in this area. That's where you're going to get, in this case, a protective barrier of stones. And this is only going to happen at most once per level per mission, but it's a nice little bonus since you have it turned on. So same idea here, bonus for tech or magic. 11 here is kind of just, it seems like it should have been like level 2 or something, It randomly puts hats on either the NPCs like Callie and Flynn and all of them that are just standing around the academy, or on the dummies, the Greebles that you fight over by Buzz in the academy. So it's just I guess, funny, quirky little thing that you can see the other characters wearing the hats that you pick up too. So level 12 is let's see. Yeah, undead or life bonus. 13 is the same as we've seen a couple times already. I think it was levels 5 and level 7. More racing gold or racing gear bits. In this case, I just went for gear bits again. I've explained why already. I choose the gear bits over the gold, but it's up to you. Whatever you're going after at the time, you can double, triple up on whatever you want. Level 14 is your choice between light or dark. A little bonus for each of them. And here we start getting a lot of different choices. I believe these choices here are going to change based on what you've chosen previously. So let's see. There's a light one here. I chose dark here. So if I choose light, go back here, it's going to give me the option of dark. So these are the 5 that we have not chosen previously in one of the earlier paths. Or powers. So you have a choice to pick up another one of those elemental powers. And here we have land gear bits or sky gear bits. So this is going to be gear bits are worth more when driving a land vehicle or when driving a sky vehicle. Personally, I will always recommend going with land gear bits because the land vehicle upgrades cost significantly more than the sky and sea upgrades. So I'm not entirely sure why they're so much more. They cost so much more, but this is why I would highly recommend picking up the land gear bit bonus as opposed to the sky gear bit bonus. And so then we're same thing here, land or sea, but once again the sea upgrades are going to be much cheaper than the land upgrades. So I always go for more land gear bits. So then they give you the choice of sky or sea. And as I just finished saying, both of these are significantly cheaper than the land. So it's really up to you, whatever vehicles you have, whatever you're trying to upgrade at the time. Like I said, you can switch between them at any time you want. So pick one, go with it. When you're trying to upgrade a different vehicle, you can come back and switch it up if you want. So 19, we are, again, this is the 4th time we've gotten to choose between racing gold or racing gear bits. I always go for the gear bits. You can go for the gold. You can split them up. You can do whatever you want. Level 20, we're back to a couple elemental choices. In this case, a air or earth choice. Here we have 21, we have a choice between where you get more Stardust. These are 2 more areas I didn't really mention. Well, the first one mentioned the mission Stardust. You get more for completing the land, sea, and sky stars in the missions in each level. So you get extra Stardust for those, or you get extra Stardust for the emblems. This is something, since you can switch between these, I would recommend before redeeming the emblems that you come in here and turn this on so you get a little bit extra. And then when you're going back and playing through the game, you can flip back to this one. If you're having trouble collecting Stardust. I mean, me personally, I played through the game so many times, I didn't have any trouble getting to level 75. But if you want to get there a little bit faster, go for it and flip these over to the appropriate the appropriate choice for whatever you're playing at the time. 22, another similar situation. You get to go Emblem Stardust or the Stardust you collect when you collect the sparks in the Livewire lock puzzles. Well, they're not even puzzles really, they're just the Livewire locks. When you collect, for each spark you collect, you get a bit of Stardust. So you can, I guess once again, if you're redeeming emblems, I would turn this on, and then when you're going back and playing through the levels, I would turn on the Livewire, because you never know when you're going to run across a Livewire lock, and it'd be nice to have that on. 23 then is the third combination of these between the Livewire or the Mission Stardust. Obviously, you can't turn both of these on at the same time, and I've already recommended that you choose you choose these when you're playing through the game. So I guess the mission Stardust, you're more likely to get at least one of the stars in each level, and there may or may not be a live wire lock in each level. So it's up to you. Choose one or the other. 24, we're back to a choice between light and dark. A little bit of bonus there. Tech or magic for level 25. A little extra bonus on 26 when fighting bugs or when fighting spell punks. Generally, I find the bugs are relatively weak. There are a couple higher level bugs, but I don't usually have too much trouble with them. I'd rather go for extra damage against the spell punks, because there are the life spell punks that start healing all the enemies. And so if I can kill them off faster, I'd like to do that. Level 27, only one choice here. But I think this is once again based on your previous choices, so this might be different. You might not all have the undead right here, but undead for 27. 28, it's like the choices, the bonuses you got back on levels 1 and 2. You can choose either XP or gold, whatever you want to get a little more of. I think typically I haven't had too much problem getting gold, but you can switch it over whenever you want. Level 29, just a choice between water or fire. And then 30 is another one of those. It's all the choices you didn't choose earlier from these elemental paths. So 31, XP festivities or gold festivities. So throughout the game, you encounter some piñatas. Some of them are shaped like this, I don't know, is that a donkey or a horse or something? But there are other shapes for the piñatas as well, and you can choose to get more something out of them. So in this case, you get to choose if you want more XP or if you want more gold. It's up to you. 32 is going to be similar choice. You can choose, once again, from the piñatas to get more XP or more gear bits. And it's really up to you how you play the game, what you're having trouble getting. The gear bits can be a nice thing to get out of piñatas, because you find these when you're on foot. So this is a way to collect some gear bits for any vehicle when you're on foot instead of driving around. If you're having trouble with that, you don't care for the driving as much. 33, another similar choice, just different combination from the piñatas once again, whether you want more gear bits or more gold. 34, this is an interesting one. It's breakables in the academy are more likely to contain wish stones or gold. I went for the wish stones because I like to find the wish stones, because I throw them in the wishing well and hopefully be able to collect all the hats and other random things that I'm still missing. But if you're having trouble getting gold, throw that one on and you'll be able to rack up some more gold just by breaking stuff in the academy. 35. This is another type of elemental choice. So Magic Skylander has a chance to daze and incapacitate enemies, or the Tech Skylanders has a chance to reduce the armor of enemies. So just a little bonus. It varies a little bit by which element, but this one's for Tech, this one's for Magic, whichever you like playing with more, I guess. I would turn that one on. If you have a favorite Magic Skylander that you like to use a lot, if you like to use Splat a lot, then I'd turn this one on. If you like to use Trigger Happy a lot, then I'd turn this one on. It's all up to your play style and what you like to use. 36, we get rewards from winning Sky Stones Overdrive are increased, or rewards from legendary treasures placed in the academy are increased. So for those of you who don't know yet, when you get the legendary treasures, This year you can just place them in the academy, and most of them, when you hit them, you have to hit them a couple times usually, but they'll break open and give you some kind of gold or something like that. And this is one way to increase that amount of gold that you put out there. Otherwise, if you're really into Skystones, you like playing that, you can increase your rewards from winning Skystones. 37, very similar. Actually, exactly the same as 36. Better rewards from Skystones or better rewards from the legendary treasures. 38, we've seen before as well. Breakables in the academy contain more wish stones or gold, up to you. So here's more of those elemental choices. This time it's life or undead. Those symbols are a little hard to tell. I would have put that one as magic again. But yeah, if you just highlight them, it'll tell you down in the bottom what element they're for. So life or undead. Level 40 is another one for water or fire. 41, Bane of Drow or Bane of Pirates. Doing extra damage against the Drow or extra damage against the Pirates. If you're having trouble with a particular one of them, turn it on. If you're playing a particular level where you know they're going to show up, you can turn it on. Otherwise, I'd say just pick one, go with it. You may or may not notice a difference. 42, we're back to the elemental, dark or light. 43, we've seen this one before as well. More XP or more gold. It's up to you. 44 is the Gorgon Strike for the Earth Skylander. This is, I believe, just the leftover of the previous elemental choices we've seen. And 45, we have the remainder. So the tech, undead, fire, light, and air are the ones I have not chosen in previous power levels. So 46, all Skylanders gain a bonus to their armor or gain a bonus to their critical hit chance. So if you're having trouble with defense, you might want to turn this on. If you are like to attack a lot and want to go for that critical hit, you can turn that one on, get a better chance there. 47, similar choices but different bonuses. You gain a bonus to your speed. I know that's a complaint a lot of people have about most Skylanders, that they're too slow, so you can gain a little bit of speed here, or gain bonus to their elemental power. I would definitely pick the speed here. Some more elemental choices. Once again, a little bit different, but kind of similar. Chance for Life Skylander hit in a life zone to trigger a temporary elemental power boost. So this is going to be for life, or the same thing for the undead Skylanders in an undead zone. 49. These are, the critical hit bonus or the elemental power bonus. These are the two that we didn't choose earlier, so let's choose one of those. And then between the armored or speedy, let you double up on one of those as well. So level 51, we have just no choice again. Nope. Just a bonus for the water Skylanders. 52 is a bonus to your land, sea, or sky armor. So if you find yourself using one vehicle a lot or dying in one vehicle a lot, it can turn on a little bit of a bonus for that type of vehicle, or you can come back here to level 52 and change it whenever you're using a different vehicle. That's up to you. 53, you have the speed of your vehicles. So you gain a bonus to your speed, sea, or sky vehicles. 54, we're back to the elemental bonuses for the dark or light. 55, more elemental bonuses for air or earth. 56, better acceleration on your vehicles. Once again, land, sea, or sky. I tend to use my land vehicles a lot more, especially in like racing and that kind of thing, so I turn those on. 57, better handling for your vehicles. Up to you what you want to choose. Gain a bonus to your weight. So this is another category or characteristic of the vehicles that we've seen. The speed, the acceleration, handling, and the weight. I would assume that this bonus probably makes your vehicle lighter. I would think that'd be better for your vehicle in most cases, but I could be wrong about that. 59, we have more elemental choices between magic or tech. 60, once again, elemental. I believe these are the remainder, the ones I didn't choose previously. 61, this is a bonus just when you are playing nightmare mode. So if you're having trouble in nightmare mode, make sure you make it up to these Portal Master ranks. Level 61 starts giving you bonuses when you're playing nightmare mode. You can get a bonus for your armor or a bonus for your power. So if you die a lot, I would take the armor. If you want stronger attacks, if you're very aggressive and you don't have so much of a problem dying, then you could go for the power and hopefully kill off the guys faster. 62, once again, more nightmare bonuses. You can choose between speed or critical hit. 63, we've seen this one a few times. You get more XP or more gold just overall throughout the game. 64, we're back to the nightmare bonuses. You can get more armor or speed. 65 is still with the nightmare for the critical or the power. These are the same things we saw before. You can double up on them, or you can split them out and choose all four of them. However you want to play it. It really comes down to your play style and if you're having trouble in a certain area. 66, we are back to elemental bonuses. These are a little bit different. So like this one, these take effect when your Skylanders health is low. So it's an interesting take on things. It gives you a little extra, I guess, defense usually when your health is low. 67, when your health is low for Air Skylander. 68 gives you a couple of choices here. Extra damage when you're fighting land vehicle enemies, sea or sky. And a lot of choices here now. So 69, we have you gain a large temporary boost to your stats when they're summoned. So once per mission, when you bring in a new Skylander, you're going to get a boost. With the Overdriver, you get a temporary boost to your stats for your vehicles when they're summoned. When a damaged vehicle is summoned, it regains some of its shield power. That could come in handy. That gives you a reason to switch vehicles often during a fight, I guess. If you're having trouble, and you'll regain some of your shield power. And this one will give the same idea for a wounded Skylander. If you bring them back in to the fight, it will allow them to regain some health. I don't believe, though, if they are completely wiped out to zero and you bring them back, I don't think he'll bring them back from the dead. But if they're just low on health and you were able to take them off the portal before they died, or before they got tired, I should say, you'll be able to regain some of their health for that level. So then up at 70, we're almost done here. We have, once again, when you're tech or magic, Skylander is low. They get a little extra boost, extra power of some sort. 71, we have the same thing for the undead or the life. 72, things really start getting interesting here. So Skylanders gain a bonus to their armor when their health is low. So extra defense when your health is low. That obviously could come in handy. Gain an attack when you're at full health. So each time you bring in a new Skylander, their attack is going to be higher until they get hit for the first time. And then you also have options here, more nightmare options. Gain a bonus to armor and speed in nightmare mode, or gain a bonus to attack and critical hit in nightmare mode. So this allows you to double up once again on some of those earlier nightmare bonuses we had in somewhere in the 60s. I think it was like 61, 62 around there. 73, we have the bonuses for light and dark when your health is low. And now these last, I think it's 74 here, is the one that a lot of people have looked forward to. 74. All Skylanders can change upgrade paths when speaking with Persephone. This one is huge. I know so many people always want to try out both upgrade paths, and that used to mean that you had to go back, reset your Skylander, collect all the gold, collect your upgrades, and upgrade them all the way up to the top again. But if you make it up to level 74, you can do this, I believe, for free. It's been a while since I've used this power, but all Skylanders can change upgrade paths when speaking to Persephone. So make up to level 74. There is incentive to do so, and you'll be able to switch upgrade paths and try this out. So you can try both paths out and figure out which one you really like better and go with that. Otherwise, you also have options to vehicles gain extra bonus in armor and speed when supercharged. So there's a little extra bonus to, or extra incentive to supercharge your vehicles. That means putting the correct driver with their signature vehicle. If you max out your Skylander at level 20, all of their upgrades gain a bonus to their max health. And improve shields. All vehicle shield power-ups restore 20% more shield power. So if you do a lot of racing and you like the vehicle sections, those shields can do more for you, those shield pickups. But I think more often than not, most people here at level 74 are going to take this Skylanders tutor so you can change your upgrade paths. And finally, level 75 is just the remainder of the elemental abilities that you didn't choose earlier. You can choose one of those here. So that's it. There are 75 levels or Portal Master ranks and all the powers that you can get, that you can choose from. You can come back here at any time and change what you chose the first time. You can change these as often as you want when you're in the academy, but that's all there is to it. So enjoy your powers, and I'll see you next time.